Dalton, how you feeling? You looking good?
Good.
Okay, so we were talking to your other stablemate, Sonny, about your fight with Zepeda, and I was just saying a lot of people are underestimating that fight. I feel like the British fans don't really know who he is. They see him as a bigger name, but realistically, this guy's a danger. Like, what are you thinking? So I feel like it's a real big step up for you.
Yeah, massive step up. Zepeda's proven he's been at the world level for a long time. I know his last two fights, but you look who he's been fighting. You know, the world's best at 140. So, it's my toughest test in my career. But one I'm very confident I'm going to put a great performance in.
I feel like that's the one thing that's more difficult to adapt to. It's like somebody fights of a different style, and he's got so many different styles to bring, especially in his fight in 2020, his fight of the year. That guy got knocked down about 5 times, came back up and he won. And I feel like it's going to go very different to your Maxwell fight. So how are you adapting to that?
It depends on how the fight goes on fight night. You have a game plan, A, B, C, and it's about learning to adapt. Obviously, if it's not working early on in the fight, you learn to adapt, and I think that's how you become a great fighter, being able to adapt in a fight and not just being one dimensional.
Okay, so how have you been preparing for that fight? I saw you sparring with Jack Cattrall up in Manchester. Is that what you're kind of trying to do, get difficult spars in?
Yeah, you try and get the best sparring I can. Obviously some great work with Jack, some southpaw sparring there, and like you say, it's just pushing yourself to the limits, and come fight night, no stone left unturned, and no regrets.
And obviously, you were out in America not too long ago, but even before your Sam Maxwell fight, you were out in America again. You got the opportunity to spar with Virgil Ortiz. Do you think you might get a chance to maybe spar in America again before this fight? I know it's quite tight now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll not be over in America. We've only got 6 weeks to the fight, so my camp will be over here. But in the future, it'd be great to get back over in America. Going to the different gyms, sparring. That's how we learn.
And for you, would you have wanted the Azim fight before the Zepeda fight? Because I feel like it was the more logical step up. But
yeah, I mean, obviously the Zepeda fight's here, and that's the only thing on my mind. Anything else is irrelevant. Obviously the purse bids and stuff online, Instagram. It's irrelevant for me. I've got one job to do. That's in the future.
So let's say you bulldoze Zepeda, you bulldoze Adam Azim. What's next for you?
Just keep winning, collecting those titles, selling out the arenas, pushing on towards selling out with Hillsborough ground. Just like you said, one fight at a time, keep moving bigger and bigger things.
And Eddie is actually pushing to get that Adam Azim fight at Hillsborough. How much would that mean to you?
It'd be massive. I think if a fight like that happened, I'd be definitely the one. It'd be in my hometown, and I'd be the one putting the bums on seats. So yeah, when the time comes, I believe Eddie's the man to make the big nights.
And if you win that fight, Hillsborough Stadium is finally going to get a win, aren't they? Because Sheffield Wednesday have been a bit.
I'm sure they're 1-0 up at the minute, so happy days.
Yeah, that's not going to last for long, though, is it? Like, they've got form, haven't they? And just lastly, there are a lot of big names that have come out of Sheffield. Kell Brook to be one of them. Do you feel like you've got what it takes to be one of the Sheffield legends?
100%, definitely.
One thing I'll say about you, you're very confident. Everything's like 100%, you're going to get there. How do you think that you've got into this mindset?
So over the years, preparing, training, believing in yourself. And like you said, I've sacrificed my life to this sport. So every time I get in the ring, I'm always confident.
Okay. And if there's somebody out there watching who wants to be where you are, a Sheffield local lad, what would you say to them?
Just keep working hard. Keep following your idols. Look up to them. Have someone to look up to. Just keep working hard. Get your head down. Forget all the distractions and pursue your dreams.
Why? Who do you look up to?
Well, many people over the years, fighters. Like you say, it's just training hard.
Okay. And if I was going to ask you advice, I want to have my first fight next month. Oh my gosh, same month as you. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's my mum's birthday next month. Oh, March. Lovely. Anyway, what advice would you give me?
You've been training hard?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't like head guards. They really mess up my hair. But what advice would you give me? Because the only thing holding me back is I'm kind of scared. So,
look, just learn how to deal with your nerves, and as long as you've trained hard, no regrets.
Do you know what I always think with when it comes to really big fights, like you with the Zepeda fight, even Sonny with the Bam fight? I feel like when you're on a winning streak, you got so much to lose. Like, how do you overcome the nerves of such a big fight?
But every fight I've been in, the nerves are always the same. Nerves are good. If I've not got nerves, I know there's something wrong. So as long as I've got nerves, I know I'm going to perform.
And somebody mentioned like during the Casey Benjamin fight, that was a difficult one for you. Obviously, you were sick at that time, but when you have difficult rounds during a fight, it's not going exactly to the game plan. How do you like get your mind, especially like with the Maxwell fight when you got the 2 courts? That would have thrown me off completely. But you seem to step it up a gear. Like, how do you change your mindset whilst in the ring?
Just staying composed. You know, and it's experience. You can't buy experience, and you know, I've had cuts before. Like you said, I've been ill, and like you say, every time you win a fight, you're never 100%. You have niggles, you have illnesses, but you know, you just got to crack on.
Okay. Thank you, Dalton Smith.